Chris Sims. I'm from Vicksburg, Mississippi. I made the trip up with my brother Kenny. He's been up several times in the last few years. And this is our first day in the stand. We got in here about 2:30. Had a couple deer come in initially, but it was pretty slow. Right before dark, say 20 minutes before dark, things really picked up. We ended up with close to 30 deer in the field right at dark. So I'd say it was a pretty successful first hunt. Like a 2-year-old. Or maybe a yearling. He's probably a yearling. That's a pretty good 8-point, 10-point. Yeah, 10-point. Nice looking deer. The buck on the hill is a different buck. It's bigger. Yeah, it's a pretty nice buck. That's a big old deer. His main beam's kind of kicked down there at the end.
We're here second morning hunting at ENC whitetail. The morning started off really good, but then the conditions got less than favorable. Dealing with some pretty high winds. We had a dozen or so deer in the food plot, a couple decent bucks, and the wind really picked up and everything scattered. And then since we've just been watching a few get up from bed and go to the water and head right back and lay down. Hopefully we'll have a little better luck this evening.
So today second day in camp. This morning winds about 30 gusts, around they said 40. It was rough. My older brother Chris and Corey, they hunted this morning. Saw a few good deer, but for the most part the deer have been bedded up all morning. Temperature outside dropped probably 12 degrees in the last hour, so these deer should be getting up, getting on their feet and moving. So tonight I'm up here in the sanctuary bottom. These deer are pretty hunkered down, but they gotta eat, they gotta get up and they gotta move. And so today we're hoping that we get at least a good glimpse at there's a 150-inch 8. He's probably 4 and a half, 5 years old. We're hoping to be able to get a good look at him and maybe even get a shot on him. So.
Just finished up our first full day. We got in the stand around 2 o'clock. Temperature started falling midday, and we started seeing deer instantly. Probably saw 15 different bucks throughout the day. A couple really good ones, which is not the one we were looking for while we were in the stand. But overall, man, you couldn't ask for a better sit. Deer after deer after deer, big deer. Saw one named Van Gogh, probably one of the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. Monster. And he had a doe with him, and he was chasing deer off and protecting that doe. Had a couple little bucks heavy. That ain't him moving. No, that one's too young. He's the one with a little got one on the left and a split brow on the right. Yeah, you'll know when you see him, trust me.
We're just getting back in the stand Sunday afternoon. It's about a little after dinner, a little after lunch. This morning was kind of slow for us. My brother was hunting across the property. He spotted our target buck, and we tried to make a stalk on him. Got to about 50 yards from the stand and got spotted by a doe. She ran off and he followed her, so it just didn't quite work out for us.
The irony is, it's about 8:30, and my brother is hunting on the other side of the camp, looking for a specific buck, and as luck would have it, that buck is now laid up, bedded, about 25 yards from my stand. And like a good brother, I decided to let him know he was wasting his time over there. I'm sure he's a little frustrated right now, but that's the way it goes. Let's see if we can't get some more footage, and hopefully our target buck will be in a little bit. I will say, Chris, he's real tempting sitting across the little food plot from me. We might have to have a little come to Jesus meeting here in a little bit if my buck doesn't show up. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted. It's getting really hard to watch because that's a big old deer. And I know my brother would eventually forgive me if I raised this window and shot that deer. But it might take some time. And I'm okay with that. Because it's Sunday, the 12th, at about 9:05, and we drive home on Monday. So we'll see. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead, get a shot.
Huh?
Three does just left.
Yeah, they were right there.
Yeah. Alright. So, we are on our last full-day hunt, Sunday, December 12th. And we have been hunting a specific deer, a big puts him at 4.5, 5 years old. So this deer is giant. He is a beast. Mature deer. We put a great shot on him. Big, mature, 8-point mainframe, something I've always wanted. And he walked right out on us. Corey just texted me. So, I'm gonna text him, let him know, big boy down. We knew we wanted to get out here early, sit all day. Hopefully, Chris gets to see his target deer today. I had him at 25 yards this morning, but man, waiting sure did pay off. Anyway, we give him a couple minutes, made a good shot, and so I think that we'll let them finish out their hunt, and I'll go ahead and go find a deer. All right, so after reviewing the footage, I noticed the shot was about 4 or 5 inches further back behind where I wanted it to be, but overall we're happy with it. It's good placement, probably at least a double lung, so this deer shouldn't have that much wind. Not that far to go. I think that he probably went back in the same direction that he came from. We didn't hear a crash, but that doesn't mean anything. It's going to be an interesting blood trail for sure. I'm going to try to let Chris and Corey finish out the hunt on the other side of the farm. We'll do this kind of solo. Hopefully we can get some good blood, but being a little bit far back, I don't expect it to be too great. I think I see horns. Oh, golly. That is big old joker. Definitely no ground shrinkage here. Whew. Look right there. Oh. Man, amazing. Just amazing. Golly. So by far the biggest 8-point that I have ever seen. And I get to give him a ride back to Mississippi. Look at that big joker. Oh man. Oh, no ground shrinkage at all. No ground shrinkage. And look, you can see the stand from right here. What's that? That's less than 100 yards. Whew. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you guys so much. This is what you get when you come up here to Michigan. Up here at EC Whitetail. Look, if you guys want to book a hunt, y'all give Ed or Corey Goins a call, or even my wife, Adrian Sims. She can get you booked up. This is what you come up here for. Big 4.5, 5-year-old 8-point. Man. Absolutely massive 8-point. Thank you guys. Now, let's hope my older brother Chris gets one before the end of the night. Then we'll have 2 bucks to give a ride home to Mississippi.
Well, Sunday afternoon, we got back in the stand real early. Saw some two pretty good bucks. One we've been seeing out of the stand pretty much every day, and another really good younger buck. And then we started dealing with some swirling wind, and it just slowed everything way down. We had been in the stand for almost 4 hours, and we looked up and he come out, and it took about all of 30 seconds.
That's him. wait till they give me a broadside.
Yeah, see if he'll turn a little bit first. God, he's big. That head-on view is just unreal.
Alright, we got it.
I'm good with it if you are. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Thank you, thank you. That happened quick.
I told you you'd know it was him when he stepped out.
Yeah.
You see him head on, and it's like, holy cow. He's big.
That was
Oh,
worth the
man.
wait.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
It was quite the wait. It was quite the wait. So we've got about an hour and a half of daylight left. We've been out here since noon.
Yeah. We came out here, we ate lunch and came right back.
Yeah.
Damn, he's big. This squirrel. Man, that is awesome.
That's unreal. He is big.
He got a big old body too.
Uh-huh.
It's probably 11 or 12 G3s. That's a rush, boy. We laid him down right there where we shot him. Man, that's a big one.